guys, I don't want to panic, but do you see that thing behind me? Yeah, that thing that keeps following me? Yeah, I'm kind of scared, so I'm gonna go back into hiding. That's how groundhogs do! It's finally not windy outside. I'm so excited. It's my 8,496th day alive, and it also happens to be Groundhog Day. If you didn't get that from the intro, Groundhog Day is like so fun, right? Obviously that's a rhetorical question because you cannot answer before I'm going to answer, just to the topic of today's video. If you happen to be unaware of this holiday, basically everyone in America and Canada just waits all winter to see if this groundhog is going to see his shadow and go back to sleep, or if he doesn't see his shadow and decides it's finally time to wake up. Basically, and honestly, America and Canada are the only two countries that seem to care about rodents today. Anywho's, the groundhog that America cares about, I don't know if Canada cares about it, is named Puxatawny Phil. He lives in Puxatawny, Pennsylvania, and he's a groundhog who is apparently immortal. Yeah, no, you heard me right. Allegedly, the Pennsylvanian government keeps saying that Puxatawny Phil is 135 years old. They said it's the same Puxatawny Phil from the first Groundhog Day celebrated in America. This year, though, was historic because everyone in Puxatawny's little assembly was wearing a mask, and it was held behind closed doors, which I never like because that means it's easier to tell a secret and make a secret, you know? And I really don't like secrets being kept from the American people. I feel like the American people need to know the entire truth. If Puxatawny Phil is in fact 135 years old, I totally understand why they don't want, like, sick people around him. 100%. I don't want sick people in public either. But hear me out. Liberty. Anyways. Today Puxatawny Phil saw his shadow. And what does that mean? That means his fight or flight kicked in, and because he is a prey animal, he flew. And he flew right back into his little hole and fell back asleep. Because he decided that today was not the day to wake up. Honestly, Puxatawny Phil might be my spirit animal. I would like to sleep for months on end, wake up, and then decide, no, everyone gets to sleep more. Sounds so cool. Anyways, if you can't tell by his name, Puxatawny Phil came from a German tradition. I don't know. German settlers are in Pennsylvania, but I guess, whatever, I don't care. If you ask me, German traditions should be, I don't know, like squeezed out of society eventually. Because, I mean, I like Groundhog Day as an American tradition, but we should be telling the children in school that Phil's dying every time he dies. We need new Phils every once in a while. I'd like to know that we're on Puxatawny Phil, the like 20-something, but it's still the same guy, apparently, and I can't believe that. And since today's announcement came with like only a few spectators, it's not that far-fetched to think that the government's lying right now and Puxatawny Phil didn't in fact see his shadow, and he's out and about wandering around right now, because that's possible. The government lies sometimes, right? No matter the validity of the statement sent out by Puxatawny, we in America will have the spring equinox around some Saturday in March. I want to say like March 20th, right? So we're like a month away from spring. That's exciting. Honestly, if you count the weeks, we are in fact 6 weeks away from the spring equinox, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird that sometimes Puxatawny Phil says, hey guys, the spring equinox is closer. Like, that's not how equini work. Equinoxes? Equini. Whatever. The fact of the matter is, Puxatawny Phil is a conspiracy. Yeah, unfortunately. Puxatawny Phil, the immortal gopher, the immortal groundhog, is a conspiracy. Because the government knows how many groundhogs we've actually deemed to be worthy enough to get the title of Puxatawny Phil. But now, we're telling the American public that it is in fact the same groundhog. Cannot be true. Just can't. They have like official statements on how he became immortal, But I don't. No, sorry. I'm so sorry. But an immortal groundhog? What? That's like. It's like saying. It's like saying GameStop isn't going to go under anytime soon. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. GameStop is what's the word I'm looking for? On the verge of dying. Yeah. Honestly, shorting GameStop, really smart move. But gotta watch out for those conspiracies. You know, the people who like know that there's stuff bigger happening. Yeah, you gotta make sure you can see the bigger picture before you start buying things, right? That's how that works. What's the bigger picture on Punxsutawney Phil? Punxsutawney Phil, right? The groundhog. He's rodent. Big picture, he represents all hibernation animals, right? And all hibernation animals basically have decided that it's still not spring. There's not enough green out for them to go eat, so they have to go back to sleep and just hope they don't starve. Now, I'm kind of forced to ask myself, was the GameStop short squeeze a conspiracy theory? And I'm going to say no. It was an anti-conspiracy theory, right? Because all of these hedge funds thought they had insider information. And we, not in hedge funds right now, realized that there's money to be had. That's fine. I don't want to talk about it anymore though, and this shadow is in my face, so I gotta find a new spot. Back on Punxsutawney Phil. He is worse at predicting an early spring than most weathermen are. He has predicted wrong many times. Many times. It gets unseasonably warm at different parts of the country during different times of the year. For it all to be based off of a groundhog in Pennsylvania makes no sense. But it's like fun, right? Right? It just makes me wonder what else the government is lying about because it's deemed nicer for the American people, you know? Like, who doesn't listen to their weatherman when the weatherman says, hey, it's warm outside, stop wearing jackets? But spring really do be right around the corner though. I'm usually like really excited for spring, right? Because spring is like basically summer, and summer is like one of the best seasons. If I'm being honest, there's only 4 of them. If I had to rank the seasons in order, it'd be probably summer, fall, spring, winter. Yeah, for sure. Springs are like cold sometimes, and the falls can be like warm. So that's just how it is. That's just the ranking. With spring right around the corner, I like kind of want to go outside more, but like also so does everyone else. And then if everyone else is going outside, then Corona becomes a bigger problem. We can't have that. Can we? I don't know. That's up for debate, right? Whatever. At this point, it feels like I'm rambling. So we're going to start wrapping up today's video. Comment down below what rodent you think we should replace the groundhog with. Also, leave a like if you agree that Groundhog Day is a government conspiracy. Leave a dislike and leave a comment down below if you have any other opinion that I just didn't cover in those too. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.